Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you doing? It's what is this? It's just about 10 o'clock now, and this is day 5 of 63 days of me, Eddie Smalls, aka Manifest Man. And once again, good morning. I didn't get to do day 5 yesterday. There were some technical glitches. Wi-Fi went haywire in this area, so I didn't get to do this. But I'm doing it today, and I'm considering doing two, try to make up for the one I didn't do yesterday. I don't know whether I'm gonna do that or not, but I'm considering it. But as a slight recap, remember this is 63 days of me, Eddie Smalls, aka Manifest Man. And see, 63 is a power number in the science of numerology, and a numerologist told me this number means completion of a cycle, humanitarianism, and idealism. You think about home, family, and your place in the world as it pertains to your purpose. So you're going to get things of that nature as I'm talking. Today, I'm talking about the beast of overwhelm. That's what I call it. Overwhelm. Now think about it. Listen to that word, overwhelm. Overwhelm. Doesn't it sound powerful? Over and then whelm. I mean, it's almost like you're hitting something. Well, when you're experiencing overwhelm, something is hitting you, your life. There are euphemisms or things you can describe overwhelm as well. You can say you're carrying 2 full buckets of water. I mean, when I was a kid, I did that. You carry 2 full buckets of water. Wow. And that could overwhelm you, especially if you're taking it over a long distance and you're trying not to spill it. And you're thinking about it. Oh, oh. Overeating can cause overwhelm. Now, I'm a former voracious eater. Oh, I still love to eat, but I used to eat. I used to eat. And I remember these family get-together, these family outings. We go visit our relatives, and they have these tables, and you had this table where they stretched out, and the ends of them would flop up and stretch the table out. Then they had a little middle piece where they can put a board in the middle about yay wide, and it would stretch the table out even more. And they put all this food on the table, big old bowl of giant bowl of rice, bowl of gravy, fried chicken, had ham hocks and collard greens over here, cornbread, biscuits, big old thing of sweet tea. Now, I'd eat. Now, the grown folks got a chance to get their plate first, then the children got theirs, but I'd eat, and I'd eat, and I'd eat. And I go, oh my goodness. People, I did eat, and I ate like crazy. And I remember having to go, oh, sit down. Oh, I'm overwhelmed. I didn't say that. That wasn't really part of my vocabulary. Oh, I could use that word, but I just said, I'm full. Well, that's what overwhelm is. Your life is full, filled up to the brim. Your life can be cluttered. You can just have too big of a schedule, too many responsibilities. See, overwhelm is very powerful because, well, it affects your mind, body, and soul. I mean, you're overwhelmed. In fact, now I'm talking about things that pertain to a midlife crisis. That's my big subject matter. I mean, anybody been following these videos, you know that I experienced a midlife crisis early in life at 33, and I was overwhelmed. Health, back problems, both knees, both ankles, I had to rehabilitate them, but my back was killing me. I was on pills. Oh, I was just dealing with pain. I was overwhelmed with the fact that I had these health issues. And I was told, never hurt your back. And I did that. And I found out what they meant. So I was overwhelmed. Now, overwhelm is a word you can use a lot when you're talking about a midlife crisis, because that's what happens. In fact, there's a phrase they call life happens. James Raines. Oh, hey man, how you doing? Life happens. Now, you can get overwhelmed by a lot of things going on. The reason you want to deal with overwhelm is, think about it when you now walking with these two buckets I talked about. Well, you're trying to get water. And I remember we had to carry water sometime when I was a kid. And you're taking it all over to this other place. Maybe you're talking about watering plants, or you're bringing it in the house, something like that. I had relatives who had to go and get water, fetch water, as they said. You're trying not to spill it, so it starts working on your mind. But when you got overwhelming life, too many things going on, so much happening, it affects your mind. Frustration can set in. Yes, you can get frustrated. That's another word that could come right behind overwhelm. You're frustrated, because these things you feel like you have to do them, and they could be daily routines. I mean, I worked with children a lot of my life. I ran a youth ministry in a church one time. I ran excuse me. Sorry about that, but I had to trying to deal with these technical issues. I should have had my earphones in before I even got started. So I'm gonna put them in now. Trying to learn all this technology stuff, I'm old school. But yes, when you're dealing with an overwhelm, it can fill your life up. Life happens. And I remember when I working with children and families, you listen to them talking, and when you work with children, you're working with parents. And parents will tell you about overwhelm. I mean, so much is happening in my life. My child is going through this, my child is going through that, and me and my husband, this is what's happening, and this is how things are going, and I'm going, wow. And you can hear the overwhelm in their voice. Overwhelm is powerful, and it's something you want to deal with. Now, there are 3 ways you can deal with overwhelm. And I'm going to give you my suggestion, because I've been overwhelmed in my life. And like I said, a midlife crisis brought overwhelm to me. But first thing you want to do is get organized. See, if you are really, life is just cluttered up, well, you want to get organized. And one of the best ways to get organized is get one of these. See, that's a little notebook, something like kids usually have. It's a notebook. I take one of these and I write down all the things that's going on. What's going on? What's happening? And write it down. Personal, professional, responsibility, recreation, all the things you have, and look at what's actually happening in one day. All this is happening. And you look at it and go, wow. And I guarantee you'll probably say, how am I getting through my day doing all this? Yes, you have a lot on your plate. Now that you have it written all out, organize it, prioritize it, the important stuff up, and then get it all down to the less important. Now you're sorting it out, because the next thing you're going to do is decide what you're going to take off your plate. And I used to eat a lot. I'd sit there and, they fill your plate up. Yo, you better eat that food. You better eat every bit of it. And I'd eat all of it. And boy, I'm going full up. But that's how you were told. But see, when I got older, I still did that. Why? Because that's what I was taught to do. Somewhere in life, you was taught that you had to take care of everything. And you're trying to do it, and that's how you get overwhelmed. You don't have to take care of everything. You have to make a decision what it is you're going to take care of in a day. in a week, in a month, in a year. That's why I keep journals like this. I write it and look at it and I check it daily, have daily intentions. Today I will. You have about 2 or 3 things that you would do that day. Now there's some things you're gonna have to take care of. I mean, if you're a parent, kids got to go to school, sometimes they got to go to sports practice, soccer moms, football families, you have to go to the laundromat, or maybe you got washing clothes right there in the house. However, there are things you have to just take care of. Then there are things that you choose to be a part of. You have to decide what are those things and pull something off your plate. You don't have to eat everything. Now you wonder, how come I'm fat? Yeah, it might be that you trying to eat everything you got on your plate. And while you full of overwhelm, full up to the brim with life, frustrated and angry. And who are you angry at? You start barking at other people. Hey, what you mean? You getting all irritated. But you're not really mad at them. You're mad at yourself probably because you won't take the time to take care of your overwhelming feelings. Because that's what it is, feelings, perceptions. The things that you need to do in a day, well, do them. There are some things you don't have to do. Then there's something else you can do. Get you some quiet time. Yes. I mean, look, people, I'm going to tell you something crazy I do. Sometimes I take my shoes and socks off and I go out and I find a field and I walk barefooted for about 30 minutes. Look at the trees, look at the sky, smile. For about 30 minutes. Walk. It's an exhilarating feeling. You're doing like this and I'm looking up at the sky and I'm seeing the blue sky, or even if it's clouds. I've done it in the rain. It's a wonderful spiritual experience. And it takes a lot of stress off your body because overwhelm, oh yeah, you're packing a lot of stress. So I'm saying this. Organize all of your things you have in a day. Put it in a journal and look at it and deal with it. And take some things off your plate. As simple as that. Because the beast of overwhelm can beat you down. And a lot of people take a beat down from overwhelm. I mean, I've had supervisors on jobs, and everybody calling, calling them all kinds of names. That old no good so and so, and they use some derogatory language, talking about the supervisors. Talking about what they're doing. Well, they're doing their jobs, nigga, and headache and all this, and you may not like it, but that's what their job is, and your job is to do your job. But in those circumstances, overwhelm can happen. They can be asking you to do a lot of things. I mean, I've had supervisors come up to me, 3 different supervisors. Eddie, I need this. Then another one come in, Eddie, I need that. Then another one come in, Eddie, I need this. So I'm looking at them. You know what I do? I look at these 3 supervisors, which one has the most influence in the building? Which one has the most supervisory power? That task I do first. Now the other one come in and might say, wait a minute, I had you doing so and so. I say, yes, but such and such, this person over here told me to do such. Would I ask you this? I'm going to get yours done, but I got this one done, and I'm doing it now. And they'll look and they may not like that, but they know why I'm doing it because that person is their supervisor. That should be self-explanatory, but it's not. People still get unnerved, but that's how I handle it. I prioritize. You do that same thing in your life. What's more important? And then you go down. Less important things, you either don't do them or pass them off to tomorrow. And another thing, change your language. Oh man, I'm overwhelmed. I'm outdoing. I'm just aggravated. I meditate. Now some people think that's just crazy. Oh, come on, you can meditate, do prayer, but you need some quiet time. That's why I say sometimes I go barefoot in a park or just barefooted in a field somewhere, or just walk across some grass and let my feet feel the blades of grass striking the bottom of my feet, and it tickles. I'm going, and what it does, now it does is soothe your mind. It takes your mind off what's overwhelming you, at least for a while, so your mind can sort things out. Because while you're in the midst of overwhelm, it's very overwhelming, which brings on your frustration, which makes you angry. And what I'm saying to you, sooner or later, you're going to get sick and tired of being overwhelmed. Hopefully, you'll be sick and tired enough to act properly. Pull out a journal and write down all that's going on in your life, all of it. Organize it out, then prioritize it. What's more important than the other? What has to be done? What can wait? What can be deleted? What you can take? I mean, just like deleting emails, getting rid of them. You got overwhelm in your inbox, in your computer. Well, get rid of some of those emails. Do the same thing in your life. And you'll be surprised how overwhelmed the beast of overwhelm could be tamed just by you taking the proper action. This is Eddie Smalls, aka Manifest Man. This is number 5 of 63 Days of Me. James Rames, hey, leave a comment, man. I'm glad you're here, and have a good one, man. Tell everybody else, all the family members, I said, hey. Anybody else that picks up this, leave a comment as well. I thank you for your time. See you on my next video.